Let's find out where they are on the NBA MVP list. The 2019 NBA MVP will be announced in a ceremony next week, but that doesn't mean we can't speculate on next season's MVP race. Caesars Sportsbook just released their odds for next season. Giannis is listed as the current favorite at 3-1. But let's take a look at the list here in a moment. Nick, before we get to the list, who's your favorite for 2020 MVP?
I'm going James Harden, guys. That guy wants that award desperately. We know that it's all about narrative. I don't think Giannis can do it again because I think a lot of people will say, he just won it. Harden wants to win. He's going to try to put up 40 every night, and he's playing with Chris Paul's contract. So he's going to have to carry a lot of the weight all the time on that team because Paul can't do it anymore.
Scottie?
George, I got to go with AD.
Okay.
Yeah, he's all in. Scottie's all in on the Lakers.
Seeing a player on LeBron team that is clearly probably better than him, and I think LeBron is going to defer to him now. Being an older player, now he's gotten probably one of the best players in the game right now that plays above the rim in AD. So I see AD really making a huge run. He said a few years ago that he felt like he was the best player in the league. So he's playing with one of the best players in the league, so hopefully he can prove it this season.
It does feel like, Nick, there could be potential torch passing, as Scottie was alluding to there, right? Eventually, maybe not this season, but eventually.
If they want to be who we all think they can become, I'm with Scottie completely. LeBron's got to say, hey, this is your show now, young fella. This is your time in this moment. You haven't been in this spot before. I'll help you learn the ropes. But this is your team that you've got to help take us to the next step.
Yeah, and for me, this is about longevity for LeBron James. You want to play with Anthony Davis as long as you can. So it's really about deferring and allowing him to really take this team on his shoulders. Come playoff time, I'll be healthy, I'll still be ready, and we can do this together.
We saw some of that when LeBron played with Wade. Remember the first year they were kind of like almost taking turns, it felt like. And then Dwayne, infamously that offseason, they went on a trip and said, it's your team. You hear the keys. So LeBron has been on the receiving end of that, and maybe he'll be on the giving end.
I expect LeBron to take him on a trip pretty soon.
There you go, I'm sure. A few trips probably.
Do you think he'll be able to handle that, though? After all these years of being the guy who had to deliver all the time, is he going to be able to take a back seat?
I mean, being in the league and now seeing this guy going into his 17th season, yes, he's definitely passing that torch over. It's going to be an easy transition for him because LeBron still has a lot of great basketball left, but it's really about him doing it at the right pace.
All right, let's move on to the next prop bet here coming out of Vegas. Caesars has listed the following prop. Will a California team win the 2020 NBA title? A yes bet offers a return of $175 for every $100 that you bet. So, Scottie, do you think what are the chances of either the Lakers, the Clippers, the Warriors, or the Kings winning all next year? Do you like that bet?
I like that bet. I love it. I don't see the Warriors or the Clippers winning. But,
not the Kings either, I would imagine.
The Warriors are the Kings, but I do see the Clippers and the Lakers here in LA having a huge opportunity. And if I was to pick one, I'm going to have to go with the Lakers.
Yeah.
And I'd go with the Clippers just because of the odds.
Okay.
Because right now, if we walk to Vegas and we did it, Kawhi's not on that team.
Right.
In a couple weeks, Kawhi may be on that team, and those odds are going to shake a little bit.
That's a man who's made a few bets before, it sounds like, in Vegas.
And lost a few bets. but if I'm going right now, I like the whole Clippers structure. I like the Doc is running the show. Ballmer's going to spend the cash. If you get Kawhi in there and then you get somebody else, that team is ready-made to go into next year feeling great about itself.
All right, fair enough. So there you have it. That's the list right there of the teams on that prop bet. 100 to 175. It's not so bad, It could be way worse.